What is up, everybody? I'm really excited to be sharing this next video. Today I'm actually going to a festival in Roxbury.
The first story is that it's called the Eternal Presence, and it's, I believe, I do actually feel and know, spiritually and artistically, that it was somewhat of a self-portrait of him, knowing that he's reaching the final physical time on this earth, and he wanted to place something of his essence, his spiritual essence, into a work eternally. So that's the first thing. That's the interpretation in my mind. However, on another level, he was asked to do this for the Martin Luther King memorial in terms of honoring Martin Luther King. And so he sculpted the sculpture in the presence of the spiritual understanding that he has about Martin Luther King, that he is the eternal presence in terms of the evidence of his essence, his meaning for humanity, and the level of spiritual and human inspiration that we can get from Martin Luther King's life and work.
Yeah.
So those are the two reasons. So he married those two ideas.
Wow.
And that's the sculpture.
Wow, beautiful.
The sculpture is repeated at the Museum of Fine Arts. It's over there, over on Huntington Avenue. And I'm not sure about their story as to how they decided to be in the project, but that is also another sculpture just like that. But it's smaller, and it appears as a baby. And every time you see it, it appears to grow. So he's again created this eternal presence, but a present that continues to enlarge in the various developments.
And evolve.
Right, so you see a physical beginning, the physical beginning of this spiritual life, this in the image of this appearing baby, the round head, but it's right. And then I believe as you go around and see, I think this is the third or fourth one, you begin to see the continuation of this idea in the other sculptures. He was also commissioned to do the Martin Luther King monument on the mall in Washington, which is currently up and bears similar resemblances to this sculpture, and also creates some of the same symbolic and iconic presence. So he was doing a number of things. He began to do these in the last decade of his life. He died in his early 90s. I would say early to mid. I'm not exactly sure if he was 91 or 93.
Oh, what a healthy man.
Right, but he, I believe that he was determined to, hammer down this image, and these sculptures represent very much those ideas. So that's what's behind the sculptures. So every year for the last, I think, 5 years, we have gathered here to honor not only the spirit of the evidence of the sculpture, but the person who made it, and also its contributory aesthetic and ethical meanings in the community. It's a gathering place. It's a festival. It's a gathering place. And many of us who are artists come, and then friends in the community. So it's an ecosystem, a live teeming ecosystem for creativity and communal worship.
That's great.
So I think that's what that's about. This museum was founded by Elma Lewis, the renowned ballerina in her young years, and later became a community titan. Very inspirational woman, very brave, and visionary. She started the Elma Lewis School of Fine Arts. My daughter went there. The main building was up there on Elm Hill Avenue, also in the Roxbury, Dorchester area. And I knew her personally. She has Caribbean roots, Barbadian, and possibly, Trinidadian or Jamaican roots. But I think she was born here. So when I came to Boston as a young woman, I was introduced to her by my husband and some friends. And that was in the early 70s. and we've been friends ever since. And up until her death, we remained friends. I worked with her and for her as a young woman, and took dance and some music from some of her teachers. Her brother was a renowned dance instructor and is responsible for many of the dancers today. Most of them have gone to New York, but they were taught dancing here by her brother. They're both now physically deceased, but their work and their mission continues in the community in terms of the importance and the significance of making a contribution. But I knew them both. I knew the brother, and I knew Elma Lewis. She passed in the mid-90s. She lived around the corner, not far from here, in her own house for years. And she was a Boston national treasure. She won also the McCarthy Award for Genius.
Wow.
She got the money and the fame. She
Wow.
needed to get that, so she did. And she did plunge the money into many of the community projects.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Yeah. So that's the story of being here.
Wow.
I came from Jamaica as a young woman to Boston, freshly married to an American, and so I didn't know about all the green card issues and stuff, because when I left Jamaica, I had my green card. My American husband had secured all those papers, so I was not privileged to the potential struggles of immigrants here. Initially, I didn't know that people struggled to get a green card or to legitimize themselves. I just thought, that they came the way I came. But I soon learned that I had a privileged position, and that it was not that easy to come here, under those circumstances. Luckily for me, I had been married. I was married in Jamaica, and then I came. So, but I'm an immigrant and a nationalized American. I carry dual citizenship, and I've done well. I went to college. I started a pre-med school. My husband passed away in the 5th year of the marriage, so I went into nursing. Got out of nursing college and kept on working.
Trying to live proof like I take shots of Hennessy. I'm trying to get a little extra on my bread, sesame.
Click, clack, bang, that's the sound you hear when you see me.
Yeah.
Even if I got the cake, I'll take yours cause I'm greedy. I'll take yours cause I'm needy. I'll take your chick, she gon' feed me cause she know I got the flow. Like the water that falls in Fiji, it's easy. If you ain't bout drama, don't act up. You act ratchet and then act passive. Why act tough? You constipated rappers are always so gassed up. Till I hear you dudes out and tell you your raps suck. What?
You can try to make me flinch. Matt Barnes, Don Deasy, racing with the best. Yeah,
I'm in NASCAR.
I keep it low key though.
And add an art.
Axe to his chest.
Store rack with them trash bars.
No one's touching us like the first piece of bread.
True.
Said the pundits beat, I'ma hurt you.
Whoa.
instead.
You gon' hurt me, my friend?
You gon' get hurt in the attempt.
Like what?
Watching Kirk, no pawns.
Ricky!
Yeah.
Man, we get in the cut, watch the way we operate. Prepare to get folded if you came in with no cards to play. I'm with the Don Deasy, we poppin' like Coca-Cola, cause we spit raw. Your talk is outdated like Motorola. See, I ain't got patience, peasant. This style just came from heaven. Gave them biscuits for the chicken, went back, I gave them seconds. You make it, we make legendary music in seconds. You ain't poppin', we're like Father's Day. We know you ain't game with
I'm a
presents.
chase. Watch this case transform to an auto box I got tried.
Your ambition is at that auto shop.
I'm not a hype beast, I see something I like, an auto cop. I'm a hot boy who's
Not a hot boy, I get
auto bump for other rappers. Once I got some stuff,
it's for sure they bite.
I clean up your insides and visions.
Organized, get it? Organ.
Eyes, the body parts disguised, the body parts inside. I direct and used by mine. It's easy.
Tay Sean, what's up?